Through his efforts, Elon Musk has always urged prudence and advanced the field of artificial intelligence. He has therefore made several statements emphasizing the need for caution. He also hinted that at some time he would introduce a rival chat service. I suppose that's why I'm not shocked to learn of the worries. However, in this instance, once more, I believe that the main possibility lies with robot taxi, especially for Tesla. Furthermore, there are already indications that autonomous driving is safer than human driving. Thus, the accident rate per million miles driven in the whole self-driving data program was first disclosed at Tesla's Investor Day. It would appear that a Tesla FSD is around 5 times safer than a Tesla driven by today if you adjust that rate for city streets, as that's really where the FSD beta software worked until the most recent release. As we untangle the mysterious dance between autonomous vehicles and the financial landscape, we're stepping into unknown territory. Prepare to be engrossed as we interpret Tesla's calculated actions, navigate through ARK's imaginative forecasts, and sketch what this innovative firm has ahead of it. Take a seat behind the virtual steering wheels and go with us on this thrilling voyage into the center of invention. But before we go any further, please remember to like and subscribe to our channel if you haven't already. Embrace the thrilling journey ahead with us as we dive into Tesla stock news. ARK Invest recently released its most recent study report for 2024, which is jam-packed with creative concepts. Similar to past years, a noteworthy feature centers on the revolutionary effect of robot taxes on transportation, implying that Tesla may command a large portion of the market. The study investigates the potential intersections between robotaxis and Tesla's Optimus Bots business model, which has great promise for the industry's interesting development. Imagine this. Point-to-point transportation could be revolutionized by autonomous ride-hailing. Travel back in time to 1871, when a mile in a horse-drawn carriage cost a whopping $1.70. In 1934, after the Model T era, the cost per mile plummeted to a meager 7 cents. The worst part is that it has been stuck at roughly 70 cents per mile ever since. According to ARK Invest, robo-taxis combined with electric cars might alter the game by bringing down costs to as little as 25 cents per mile by 2030. Isn't that an ambitious goal? But even if it takes a little longer, let's say till 2035, the effects will still be enormous. In less than 10 years, we will have our lifetime transportation expenses. Let's now discuss numbers. Presently, there are about 20 cities where robo-taxis transport passengers at an annually pace of about 2 million. Though impressive, it's minuscule in comparison to the annual trillions of miles driven. To the left, you can see Blue with 1.5 to 1.6 million miles, leading the group in China, followed by Whale with roughly 0.5 million. The twist is in the autonomous miles ran rate. This is not your average taxi ride. Miles are tracked automatically, much like in Tesla's fully autonomous mode. And who's speeding ahead? Guess. Yes, Tesla, with an astounding 710 to 720 million miles driven on their own each year. If Tesla is able to successfully launch autonomous robo-taxi services, they will have a big advantage. But making this shift will require overcoming legal and technological obstacles. In comparison to other cars on the road, ARK's data currently shows that Tesla, with fully autonomous driving and human supervision, offers a far safer choice. According to the data, cars like Cruise, which are due to be shut down, only traveled 43,000 miles before getting into accidents, most of which were on surface roadways. Due to the simpler driving environment, Tesla performs noticeably better, particularly on highways. On the other hand, Waymo, which is only available in a few places, claims safety ratings more than twice as high as the average for human drivers in the country. Additionally, human-driven Teslas with integrated safety systems perform better than regular automobiles. Even more startling statistics show that Tesla's fully autonomous driving on surface streets is 16 times safer than the national average, averaging 3.2 million miles per crash. This emphasizes why Tesla is the safest car on the road, especially when safety is the top priority. Furthermore, by 2030, switching to electric and driverless vehicles might potentially reduce the major health risks associated with gas emissions from regular automobiles, saving about 10,000 lives yearly in the United States alone. Large language models and generative AI have the potential to speed robotics breakthroughs, which is a breakthrough for 2024. The model that stands out in this instance is Eureka, denoted by the purple bar. It is able to grasp tasks instantaneously without previous instances and requires very little operator input. In many fields, Eureka matches or even outperforms humans on the range of tasks displayed on the right. This represents a major advancement, showing that existing technologies can perform tasks just as well as, if not better than, humans when paired with robotics. Now, let's go back to a slide from the Big Ideas in 2023 presentation from last year. As autonomous ride-hailing reduces the cost per mile and makes autonomous ride-hailing more cheap than owning a personal vehicle, it is predicted to create a transportation sector worth an astounding $1 trillion. The possibility of higher usage soars. The market is seen in the graph expanding further as the cost per mile decreases from its present $2 to $4 per mile to a $1 trillion market at $1 per mile. By 2030, according to ARC, this will have been accomplished, signaling a dramatic change in the dynamics of transportation that might upend the whole system. When we go in close to the core of the issue, we come across a crucial slide. It emphasizes that the majority of profits in this sector might be earned by snatching up the first 50% of urban autonomous miles. As the graph illustrates, the person who leads the first half of ride-hailing cars in cities will make almost 80% of the profits. With its large fleet manufacturing capacity and upcoming low-cost robo-taxi-ready cars, Tesla is well positioned to lead this critical stage. If Tesla can capture a sizable amount of this initial market share, it might have access to a sizable portion of the revenue pool, roughly 80% of it, leaving late entrants with only a small portion of the earnings. Being the pioneer in the autonomous vehicle space with cutting-edge technology and software built into their cars, as well as their unmatched manufacturing prowess, gives Tesla a big advantage. In the industry, Tesla stands apart because, although competitors such as BYD are strong at mass production, they are not as advanced in autonomous software development as Tesla. Turning now to the effect on the vehicle loan market, traditional automakers should take note of the following news. The graph indicates an impending catastrophe by highlighting the rising rates of delinquency for both prime and subprime vehicle loans. ARC's analysis, which is predicated on Wright's rule, indicates that costs drop by about 24 to 28% when the output of electric vehicles doubles. The $1.6 trillion in auto loans associated with gas-powered cars could be in jeopardy due to the continuous trend of EV cost reductions. The steep increase in interest rates and the quick depreciation of gas-powered cars pose significant threats to financial institutions, particularly banks and the finance departments of established car dealerships. Lenders may suffer losses if borrowers fail to make loan payments. The financial infrastructure supporting the auto sector is seriously threatened by this change. Considering the future. According to ARC, by 2030, autonomous platform providers could produce an astounding $28 trillion in enterprise value. This forecast affects not only Tesla's automobiles, but also projects such as the Tesla bot. Tesla needs to adjust its strategy as the market develops in order to take advantage of this enormous opportunity for autonomous platform suppliers. It is important to understand the magnitude of $28 trillion, which is roughly 9 times the total sales of all automakers in 2023. Speaking about navigating Tesla's potential and future, who else is an optimist for the company? Our pals from Seeking Alpha. It's not enough to merely watch Tesla's phenomenal rise from the sidelines. Seeking Alpha is your one-stop shop for the most recent information on Tesla, Tesla stock price targets, Tesla innovation, and everything Elon Musk related for fans of the company and those who have an eye for finding the next big stock market find. One of the greatest places to find pro-Tesla news online is Seeking Alpha. Get to the facts without listening to the lamestream media's anti-Tesla propaganda. To take advantage of a special discount, click the link in the description. Anticipating 2030, the scene is very different. We are discussing makers of autonomous electric vehicles, fleet managers, and just emerged providers of autonomous platforms. a new participant in the market. The revenue distribution is startling. Fleet owners may make $3.2 trillion, while producers of autonomous electric vehicles are expected to make about $900 billion. However, the self-driving platform suppliers are the real stars, with the potential to earn an incredible $3.8 trillion in revenue. But enterprise value is more important than just income. Furthermore, with corporate valuations of up to $28.1 trillion, autonomous platform suppliers outperform the competition in this regard. They cast a large shadow on the others. This insight is significant for a business like Tesla. The real money isn't in selling electric cars. Rather, it's in establishing yourself as a leading supplier of autonomous platforms. It seems likely that Tesla will develop and run its own fleet of self-driving cars in order to avoid having to split earnings with other companies. With this action, Tesla is positioned to become a major player in the autonomous car market, especially in the West. Furthermore, Tesla's potential goes beyond automobiles with projects like humanoid robots. Its emphasis might move to leasing instead of selling in order to maximize revenue streams. Essentially, Tesla may develop into a one-stop platform supplier that rents out everything from driverless cars to humanoid chatbots. This revolutionary change promises exponential growth, which will increase Tesla's value to previously unheard of levels. We must have in mind the $28.1 trillion number as we negotiate this disruptive environment. According to Tesla's trajectory, ride-hailing services that return the majority of their profits to the company will gradually replace the practice of buying their cars outright in the future. The inevitable nature of this transition is evident, notwithstanding ARK's ambitious schedule. It's bad news for financial institutions that have made significant investments in gas-powered cars and cars in general, but it's good news for customers as it will drive down the cost per mile. For Tesla investors, the future looks bright, even though it's not financial advice. Do your research every time. This concludes our time watching this video. We have examined the game-changing potential of Tesla as an autonomous platform supplier, disentangled the implications of ARK's forecasts, and investigated the disruptive changes in the financial environment surrounding the auto sector. Let's talk more about this now. What do you think of Tesla's decision to prioritize the availability of autonomous platforms over the sale of conventional vehicles? Do you think ARK's aggressive schedule for independent platform providers can be met, or do you think the transition phase will be longer? What effect do you believe Tesla's leadership in this field will have on the larger auto industry? Please share your thoughts in the section below. If you thought this conversation was enlightening, please remember to subscribe to Tesla Stock News and give this video a thumbs up for future videos. I appreciate you viewing, and I'll see you in the next one.